It is Monday night here in SoCal, where we've got some snow on the ground. Hey guys, throwing out a question to you as I often do here as I go live. Do you live in a narrow band of emotions? Do you live in a narrow band of emotions? When I say that is as a man, I find I used to, I don't do it as much anymore, but I used to be really good at living in a narrow band of emotions because I thought that's the way I needed to be. I lived with a dad that had wide ranges of emotions, uncontrolled, if you will, at times, that did uh, damage. Um, I don't think it was intended, but and I think sometimes you maybe if you're this person, you might have found yourself compressing your emotions into a narrow band in order to get through life, get through challenges, get through people, situations, environments, and not allowing yourself to access the full depth of your emotions, your feelings. Put a lid on it, if you will. And there is a time and a place to experience our emotions. Uh, I have learned to tap into them, and it has served me well. But it was not something that I innately did. It's something that I had to learn how to do, how to open myself to the possibility of what these emotions are all about. Could I even name them, right? Could I even tell you what they actually were? Oftentimes, if we're saying, I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm glad, I'm mad. Okay, there's some basic emotions. Yeah, we all can get there, but can you go to the depth of emotions of anxiety, depression, can you go to the heights of true joy? Can you expand that, right? If you guys think of it like a rubber band, right? You want to be able to expand your emotions, pull them out. The wider that you can expand and go to the depths of and to the heights of emotions. I kind of like this visual. If you guys are, watching me here. So you're the depths of your emotions, you're going way down and going up to the heights of emotions of joy. But the reality is, if you live in a narrow band, you are not able to go. You cannot go to the depths and you cannot go to the heights because you've let that band, if you will, stay right there. And while nobody likes, I don't say likes, but when you lose somebody, and this past week we lost an amazing man in our trail life group, um, and to see the raw emotion of one of the boys, I just loved him tremendously, and he wasn't even his dad, he just knew him. I love to I don't love to see that, but I love to see the impact that this man had because of the emotion, and all of us have had this, whether, at some point, but we don't do it regularly. And so what I'm wanting to encourage you here is, how do you tap into that and do it in a way that serves you and that doesn't damage you. So I like I said, as I came on here at the beginning, I had a dad. I love my dad. He's in heaven now. But he had alcoholism was a problem, and he could lash out. He could lash out and be very hurtful. And so for me, I was like, I don't want to do anything where that hits me, right? And I had to learn over the years how to access my emotions. I was really emotionally stunted, I would say, emotionally unavailable, even if you will. And I don't know if any, I think for men, this is a challenging area. And so then it's harder for us to relate to our wives, to our children, to others around us because we can't even name the emotions ourselves. We're not even allowing ourselves to even explore what that emotion is. And and I've talked about this yesterday, in on the expectations when I went live, but part of the tool that I use that also helps in this emotion unraveling in a good way is called the stack tool, but it's done in a safe way. It's done in a way where you can take all of this crap, all this stuff that's coming at you, and you're like, man, I'm getting hit with so much. How many, you guys are getting hit with so many things in the world today. I mean, just think about the news, right? The imagery and the challenges that we're facing out there. It's difficult. We could be overwhelmed. We could become punch to to an emotional pulp, if you will. But how do we take all of that and distill it down in a way that actually serves us and helps us and makes us a healthier person? And that's what I infuse in the coaching program, and what I do is in helping you become a better leader and leading your team is getting clear on that and allowing yourself that experience and to do it in a safe place in a way that you have uh, the ability to be vulnerable without fear of judgment, without fear of guilt or shame being piled upon you upon more of that. It's like let's just get real with where you're at. And when I go through this process, this amazing tool that I use called the Stack that was introduced to me through my mentor, Garrett J. White in Wake Up Warrior, and is that it's almost like you're counseling yourself. I don't know if any of you guys have done counseling. I have done lots of counseling over the years, and it's kind to unpack the emotional baggage, if you will, or the stories or whatever. Well, the Stack tool does this in an amazing way. It's been tested and worked and with thousands of men, and I've seen its power firsthand, and I've experienced it, and I use it daily, and it helps me to unpack the emotions, and it helps me experience them. It really helps me experience them in a profound way, to where if you would have asked my wife years ago, she's like, "You're not in touch. You're lying to yourself. You're not in touch with your feelings. You don't understand them clearly. You cannot articulate them well." And I couldn't. And I didn't even I judged them. I was like, "Oh, I can't feel that way. I can't feel lonely. I can't feel despair. I can't feel these things. I can't feel rage, really, anger. Am I allowing myself to truly do that? Because I experienced rage from my dad and anger from my dad, and I thought that was a negative thing. And I'm like, I don't want to go there. I don't want to experience that. Again, limiting the narrow band. Now, you can experience this in a healthy way to where you're not doing damage to others around you. That's the problem. I think when people hear they think, "Oh, I should just have my feelings and just kind of go like a machine gun and knock people down." And no, we're not looking at doing that. We're looking at taking it in a way in an environment and using this app as an amazing tool. And if you guys are ever interested, I'm happy to show it to you. Reach out to me and just message me, just say, I want to know more about the Warrior app. I put a comment in just says Warrior. I will happily show it to you. You can get signed up for free to see it, and then I can show you expanded. Anyways, that being said, if you don't have a tool or resources that can help you process your emotions, think about that outside of going through a counselor. I know, I think today more than ever, we're dealing with a lot of mental health issues and challenges. And part of that is because people just don't know how to name their emotions, own who they are, what I call living by the code and understanding and being real and raw, right? Being able to go to the raw. If you guys have, rawness of a nerve, that's intense, right? It's hard to get there, and a lot of people don't want to touch that there. But once we can heal it, fix it, it's not so raw. It is not so. It can become healthy, and you can experience the wide range of emotions. So it's okay to go to rawness. It's okay to go to the depths because that's going to allow you the ability to experience true joy, amazing connection, and relationship, and really love somebody. And that's what I'm about finding true healing, love, connection, support. This world, we need it desperately, you guys. Um, and that's why I'm so passionate about the steward your business, helping business owners and their teams and individuals lead themselves and lead their teams effectively. We need to be the healthiest people in the room, in my opinion, so that we can positively affect others, but we can't do that if we're not healthy ourselves, right? It's like what do they say? You know, you have to put on your own life jacket first before you start going helping and saving other people. You got to be in that place. We don't want you to drown. We don't want you to go under by your emotions, by the things you're experiencing, right? By the why you're getting overloaded. I want you guys to be able to expand, like I've found, expanding, just continuing to expand the container of emotions, realizing you by going to the depths, it allows you to go to the heights. And this is important. This is so important, you guys. Um, man, I just I can't express it enough. It makes me truly saddened by the people that are not able to go and experience those emotions and really experience and recognize that. Um, it's okay. It's okay to go there. It's okay to let yourself open to it because that's not the end of the story. It's just part of the story. It's just part of who you are. It's not all of who you are. This is a part of your journey of your becoming. And that's why I'm committed. And I love that you guys come on and watch and come and I want to encourage you and I want to help you and I want to help so many people. And this is why I come on with Steward Your Business and why I do this daily. And is it always not easy? But it's my commitment to serve and use my gifts. And you know what? I've noticed even that I'm sharing it, I'm getting pushback on some things, and that's okay because it's not for everybody. But if you're watching this and you're taking the time and you're hearing it, I hope you hear that you're meaningful, you're worth it. Please invest in yourself. If not with me, find whoever that is for you that's helping you get to your emotions, get you to a place where you can truly be at peace, but also go to war when you have to go to war, right? And when you have to fight the fight, you do. And when you, like in Ecclesiastes says, there's a time for everything. I want you to be able to experience a time of everything. And as you do that, your life will be richer and you'll be better off for it. Man, this is a tough week for those of you that are Christians and remembering the extremes that Jesus went through. We're in the Holy Week of Christ going and Palm Sunday and going to the cross on this Friday, Good Friday. Um, and when I think about that, thinking about the extremes that he went through in his emotions, loving so intently his community, who I love, my family, the friends I've been able to see in the last few days. My friend Brian came up, who I've known, my Nelson, I haven't seen for many years, came in, saw me, and just, the love that we can experience, but we also have to experience the challenges of life. Um, and My friend Brian, he's just an amazing man. We were talking and sharing just the dramatic experiences of our lives. And we have an amazing person that I call my Lord and Savior Jesus, who lived that for us this coming week. He went to the depths of ultimate separation from us to be reunited with us. He went to the pit, literally, of hell and separation to bringing us to eternal life and connection with God. We have the ability to be connected to a divine God that loves us, that wants the best for us. I truly believe that's what I have faith in, um, that there is something beyond this life. And that's why I come to share you guys, because to me, that's the biggest calling is to love God and love each other. And how do we do that if we don't face the depths and the experiences of our lives and be able to go to all of it? So I could go on, you guys. I just wanted to encourage you tonight that you, number one, you're not alone. Number two, being able to access these emotions and experiences are just so beneficial and so healing. And something I invite you to be a part of if this is something that's resonating with you and you're like, David, I want to get unstuck. And you have a tool. Like I say, it's not the tool, it's a tool that will get you to a better life, to a place where you're becoming and you're feeling more whole and you can face the challenges, you can face the burdens, you can face the things of life and you're willing to go to the depths because you know it'll bring you to the heights. And that's where I want you to be able to live this life of being able to go through that to the peak, to the valley, and back to the peak again. This is our life journey. We don't stay on the peak and we don't stay in the valley. It's a journey of becoming. And I want you to embrace that journey, not be afraid of it. Allow yourself to experience the emotions Allow yourself to experience the emotions. And even sometimes I don't always do it, but I want to come to you and be real with you guys and share that and tell you what is working for me and where I've been able to succeed in this and find some victory. Because that's what I'm about, is helping you become a victor, not a victim. I love you guys, and I'm so appreciative of you being on here. I hope you have an amazing week. I'll continue to come on here. Um, please reach out, and if you think if this resonates with you, share it with others, you guys, because that really helps me get the message out. It's your support and your words of feedback, and I welcome your feedback. I'm not perfect on this, but I want to know that I care, I love, and I want the best for you guys. Thanks so much. Have an amazing night.